Okay, I guess we will get started. So I'm Dominic. You can type speaker in the chat to find out a little bit more about me. I'm an instructor at HighTechU. I did the first Tech Bite episode, episode 1, and now I'm going to do Tech Bites episode 8, Balsamiq, creating low fidelity wireframe episodes. Oh. Feedback from my phone that's also watching the streams to make sure that the noise is all good. Okay, so if you type in resources in the chat, you'll get a link to Balsamiq. So I'm gonna switch over to my screen and we are gonna search for Balsamiq. In the search bar, you can use any search engine. And here we go, it's the first real link because this is an ad. We click on it. Life's too short for bad software is what it says. So Balsamiq Wireframes is what we'll be using today. You can look at the product. You can start your free trial. You can download the desktop app and have a 30-day free trial. I already have it downloaded on my computer, so I don't need to re-download it. But if you are following along, I'll give you a second to get that started. If you have any questions, you can feel free to put them in chat and I will respond to them as best as I can. So I'll give until 10:03 and then I will move on to the next part. Okay, so I'm going to close Firefox and I'm going to open Balsamiq Wireframes. It's already open for me. And today, if you type in chat episode, you can find out exactly what we are doing. So I'll go ahead and do that. And it says today's Tech Bytes episode will go over how to use Balsamiq to create low fidelity wireframes. Join us in recreating the Twitch channel page. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can already see the Twitch channel page. And so we'll be attempting to recreate that with Balsamiq. So the first thing that we want to do is look for a browser window. We will do a desktop browser window. So here we go. We can look in layouts. That doesn't seem to be what we want. So let's you can see this search bar here. Let's go browser and it pops up browser window. So let's click it and there we go. We've now gotten a browser window. Let's make it, there we go. Let's do this. Awesome. So you've got our browser window. Kind of looks like any old browser. And if we're looking at the Twitch, they have a top bar, a navigation bar. So let's go and look for a navigation bar. And it doesn't seem like they have anything, so we might have to do this ourselves. So we can go back to all and we can get rid of that. There we go. And we can go and look at something, try to find if there's anything that will help us. So there's an icon, and if we look at the top left, you can see that there's the Twitch icon, right? So let's drag and drop this icon, plop it there. That'll be our Twitch icon. And now you can also see that there is like discover, follow, I don't know what the other one is, and then 3 dots. So let's do some links because all those top bars are links, right? So we'll do link 1, we'll go discover. Oops. That'll be our first link. And then we'll do another link, and that one's follow. And then we'll do a third one, which is like find maybe. And there we go. So now they're all in a row, they're all aligned. And then we also see that there's 3 dots. Those 3 dots give a way that there's more to the navigation menu. So let's go a drop down of sorts, or maybe dots. Here we go, ellipses, horizontal. It's kind of what we want. So let's go and place that also on our bar. And something cool that we can do is, if I do this correctly, if you shift and click, then you can go and you can see that our sidebar on our right of the Balsamiq Wireframes, you can see that it now has these 4 controls. And we want to distribute it spaced out. So if we click the space out horizontally, you can see that they all space out evenly now. So that's pretty cool. So that can help you so that you're not like moving everything just like a tiny bit at a time. Okay, so now if we continue looking at our navigation, you can see that there's a search bar right in the middle of the navigation. So let's look at search. Here we go, search box. It's got a little search box. We can place that here. And then there's also a search icon. So let's get a search icon here. Looks exactly like the one that Twitch uses. Awesome. Perfect. Now it's in the middle of our page. So what I did there was that I clicked, then I clicked again, and then I dragged it until it found the middle of the browser window. And then if we continue looking, we have the crown icon, the notification icon, a message icon, buy bits icon, and then your logo that you have for your Twitch channel. So let's go and look at icons. Those are pretty cool. I doubt they'll have, well, they have a notification, so let's drag that one. Notification. And then let's look for a crown. Let's see. No, they don't have a crown. Message. We have kind of a few, so let's do let's do this one. This one looks good. And then let's replace the crown with the Android logo. So let's put those in our navigation bar. Just drag and drop. And then we can do what we did before, is when we select them all, and then we go space out. There we go. And then we also have the buy bits one. So that one's kind of like in a button container. So let's get a button for that one. And then it goes buy bits. And then we'll have to move all of these over. And then let's do a person. So that's you as a user. Awesome. So this navigation that we've created from the navigation of Twitch looks quite similar. I mean, it doesn't look exactly the same. And the reason it doesn't is because we're just creating the basic outline before we give it to our designers so that they know what our vision is. And then they can use their design knowledge to make it pretty, to make it functional, and to make sure that it coincides with how the brand wants to go. So we don't really care how the icons look right now, or how the buttons look, or how like input fields look, because we don't need to worry about that. We're just getting the general idea up on the page so that when we go and present it, that people have a general idea of what it's going to look like. So that's our navigation. I think that looks good. I think that's great. We can now move on. So if we continue looking at the Twitch channel page, we can see that there is a left sidebar as well. It's a navigation menu, and it's a little different. So there's two modes of it, one where it's open and one when it's closed. So we're gonna do it how it looks when it's closed. So we can see that there is an arrow icon. So let's look at arrows. Always looking in this search bar if we know what the wording is, and if not, you can kind of just use this other navigation down here. So we can look at some arrows. This one looks cool, so let's use this one. Awesome. And then it has like a heart icon. So let's do heart. Drop that down there. And then it has all these users. So it has everybody that you follow. So let's go and copy this. And these are all our followers, not our followers, the people you follow. Awesome. And then you can see that there's another one where it's kind of like a camera. It is for like recommended channels. Oops, there goes everything. So let's look at a camera. Awesome. And then we will copy this one and drag and drop it down here. Looks like there'll only be room for one, so we'll just keep that for now. So again, we're going to select all of these. And what we're going to do is space them out vertically this time. And we're also going to align them center. Looking good. And now if we continue looking on our Twitch channel page, we can now get into what the actual view is. So we are going to grab another icon, because this is what it looks like. And then it has some text. So let's go and search for text. Oops, that doesn't look kind of like what we want. So let's delete it and look for another text box. A line of text is what we want. That looks better. And we want it to say HighTechU. Obviously, this could be any name. You can even just call it username if you were creating a wireframe. And then there's another kind of icon, which is live. So let's look at containers. We have a little rectangle. So we're just going to make it like this. Place that here because that's where it is. Awesome. And then we have another navigation menu. We have the home, videos, clips, and followers. So before we continue, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to box these sections up just to make them more visually different. And what I'm going to do is there's this layering button here. I'm going to send it to the back and then bring it forward one. So now it kind of makes it a lot more visually different because we're going to get a lot of things on this page now. And I'm going to do the same for the other navigation menu real quick. Doop. And it doesn't need to be perfect. So we're going to send it back with this layering button, send to back, and then we're going to bring it forward. There we go. And that's what's great about wireframing and Balsamiq. It just makes it so that you're not too worried about anything. You don't want to focus a lot on pixel perfect here. This is just trying to get everything on the page. So now it looks a little more visually differentiated. And you can kind of see that when you look at the Twitch channel page. You can see that the sidebar and the navigation on the top are two different colors than what the rest of the page looks like. So that's always good. So we're going to continue with that navigation of home, videos, clips, and followers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go link again, and there's this link bar. We're going to plop this right here in the middle. So we're going to do home. We're going to do videos, clips, and followers. Perfect. We're getting there. And then there's two more icons. There's the heart icon and then the notification icon again. So we can just go heart icon, copy and paste and throw it there. And then another notification icon. There we go. Perfect. So that's looking good. And now we have the spot where that video is. So let's look if they have a video. There we go, video player. Perfect. Kind of looks like what Twitch just has going. So let's go do 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 do. And it spans all this width. Beautiful. And then underneath the video player, we have the title. So let's look if they have a title. There we go, title. A big title. So let's go HighTechU presents Tech Bites. Perfect. It's a really big title. Let's make our browser. No, it's okay. There we go. Okay. And then underneath also it has how many people are viewing you, how many views total you have. Is that an export? Share, and then three dots again. So let's just do some icons here because the page is already getting a lot and we don't know what we want yet. So a cool thing as well is you can see on the sidebar on the right here, it says size. So it's a 48. So let's make these 24. Oh, can we not make them 24? Huh. Okay. Oh, there we go. Extra small. And let's go person. Oh, there we go. Something new every day. I did not know you could do that. So if you click on the icon thing a lot of times, it'll pop up an icon library. So let's do one for eye. That one looks good, and let's make it extra small as well. And I'll give a few seconds. And let's do the same for the export. Let's do share. Let's do this one. And then we also need the 3 dots, but this time vertically. And you can see here it's large, so we'll slide that down to extra small like the rest of them. So here we go shift, click, 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 and then we can center them in the middle, and then we can space them out. There we go. Looking good. And then finally, we have our chat function of the Balsam of the Twitch channel page. So let's make that. So we have another arrow. So let's just copy this arrow. Looking good. And then it has another line of text that says chat, so that you know where you are. And then it also has a group icon to see who else is in stream with you. And let's make that a medium icon. There we go. We're gonna shift click all of these again and space them out. Perfect. And what we did with the other ones with that rectangle to differentiate it, let's do that with the chat box as well. There we go. We're gonna go bring it all the way back and then forward one. Perfect. So for our chat, we have people talking, so let's do like a little generic. Oops. There we go. A little generic, and then we'll do some text. This time we'll do it this box here. Here we go. Chat message. Perfect. And we don't want it this big. We want it to only fit within that window. Perfect. So we have our chat message, and then we also need a place, so a text input, so that people can send messages. Oops, there we go. And then we also need a chat button. We can have our button right here. And if you just double click, perfect. And then you also have a cogwheel next to your chat button. Let's make it a small size. Perfect. And then you also have emote. Let's make it a smiling emote. And we'll also make that small. We'll place that in our chat input, just like how Twitch has it. Awesome. So we've done quite a bit. You'll notice that I didn't save once. If we go Command S or Control S, depending on your operating system, we can actually save it. You can also just go here, File, Save Project. So let's call this Twitch channel page. And I'm just going to save it to my desktop. That's all good. There we go. Now we've got it saved. Awesome. We're never going to lose this. So if we go to my page, you can see that it's .bmpr. So this is a format for Balsamiq Wireframes. If we send this to somebody and they don't have Balsamiq, it'll be really hard for them to open up the file. So what we want to do is we want to save it as a PNG. So we can go here, File, and we can go Export. And you can see that there is current wireframe to PNG, all wireframes to PNG, use transparent background, So I want a transparent background, so I'm going to click this. And then I'm going to go back to export, and I'm going to go current wireframe to PNG. So we can go Twitch, channel page, save to desktop. Awesome, and then at the bottom here you see new wireframe 1 exported to PNG. Click here to view the file. So let's click. Here we go, now it's in a .png. Gonna click it, and you can see that it is a transparent background, just like how we wanted it. Awesome. And it shows everything that we did so that we can send this off, get it approved, get other people's opinions on it, see what works well, see what doesn't work well. And, oh, sorry. Sorry about that. A car drove by really quickly, and my dogs did not like that. Okay, so we're just gonna continue. So yeah, so this is how you do it. This is how you export a file. This is how you save a file. This is kind of how you use Balsamiq. What's gonna help really is that the more you use a tool, the more familiar you'll get with the tool, and then you can be able to do keyboard shortcuts. You can start really utilizing the tool and not focusing so much on finding things, because you'll know exactly where you would find them. Even just today, you could see that I didn't know that if you brought this icon here and then you clicked on it a bunch of times, that it opened up another window to look at icons. So you learn something new every time you use it. This will be the end of the Tech Bytes episode 8, Balsamiq, creating low fidelity wireframes. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them in chat, and I will have a go at answering them. And if not, you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us right here on Twitch to get notifications when we go live next for next Tech Bytes episodes. And just how HighTechU has run the command HighTechU. You can learn more about HighTechU here. We are an initiative by the Computer Science Department of UVic, and we run an academy, and we also have a members group if you want to be a part of it. So yeah, so again, once again, I'm just going to put the resources in chat and the Faculty of Engineering. Yes, it's computer science within Faculty of Engineering, all that good stuff. You can also look at other Tech Byte episodes, or you can, what is the link? Tech Byte series. You can watch our previous Tech Bytes here. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching and that you would come by and look at more. So if there's no questions in chat, I will see everybody at a different time. Thank you for joining. Bye.